It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hey there, and thank you for joining us on 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. This NBA season didn't take long to get interesting, but these two gentlemen have always captured our interest. Say hello to Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Hello, Kenny.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Shaq. And it is Magic basketball tonight as the Orlando Magic go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers out at Quicken Loans Arena. And for Cleveland, it's been exactly the kind of start to the season that they were shooting for. They've lost only once in their first 7 games. Can't ask for much more than that. And LeBron James last season got some MVP votes, and while he didn't come away with the award, I think, Kenny, that most would consider him the best player in the league, if not the world.
Well, he's the most difficult player to guard or have a game plan for. Nobody can really take over a game like he does, and the problem that you have with LeBron is who guards him, what position you put on him.
You know, any team that LeBron is on is considered a title contender, and you can't say that about anyone else in the league, so that's why he's the MVP.
This city is glowing on this wonderful, clear night. A terrific view of Cleveland right there. Everyone is in their seat here at the Quicken Loans Arena in Cleveland as the Cavaliers look to grab a win here at home. For the Magic, this is the last game before heading back to Florida and Orlando. They are one of the few undefeated teams at this point of the new NBA season with a 7-0 record. Tremendous play.
And I think for the Magic, any fears of a regression for them this season have been laid to bed. They're an elite team yet again, and they're poised for a dominant stretch run here.
Looks that way to me. I mean, this is a team that appears perfectly primed for a deep run into the postseason, as long as they don't suffer any unforeseen injuries or setbacks.
We've got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the court for Orlando, Oladipo and Harris are the wings. Gordon and Vucevic together in the post, and it's Houdini at the one spot.
And really, he epitomizes what a point guard should be. I mean, his skill as a passer might actually be matched by that creativity he shows around the rim.
Well, judging by that jam, Greg, I'd say you're absolutely right.
Boy, that's a nice surge for them just when they needed it in a game that was so tight.
And you can see when he has the basket in his sights, he's going to attack. And once he's in tight, he is a terrific finisher.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. Irving a screen on Oladipo. Smith dishes to Irving. The putback, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Showing us a little force on that putback, Kev.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Hey, guys, but how about the positioning there when the shot went up? Beautiful.
To the middle, deflects the pass. It's stolen by Smith. Here's Irving. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Vucevic a screen on Irving. Here's Houdini. 7-foot shot. And a foul on the shot. They'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Verizon. Orlando shooting their first free throws of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
And, you know, that just added to their confidence at the offensive end. I mean, knowing that free throw shooting was something they didn't have to worry about gave them a lot of confidence to play freely.
And now we'll go to Doris. Chance to talk with David Black.
Coach had nothing but praise.
Dishes it to Harris. Clock at 6. To the paint. Here's Houdini.
That athletic. Yeah. And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And that replay is sponsored by Kia, the Kia Slam Cam, giving us a great look at that one. So it's Orlando now, following the miss by Kyrie Irving. And Oladipo has it in the corner. Here's Houdini. 11 points for him in that last game against the 76ers in Philadelphia. Stolen away. Picked by Vucevic. Houdini passes to Vucevic, and he stuffs it. What a pass to set him up.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
Here's Houdini following the basket by LeBron James. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Orlando shooting their third free throw shot of the game. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Houdini. He's got 7, and the whistle blows. It's going to be an Anderson Varejao. That's foul number 2 for him.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Samuel Dallenberg, he's checked in for Cleveland. Here's Houdini. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Stolen by Thompson. 3-on-3. And it's James missing.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, he's an extremely strong finisher. I'm surprised he wasn't able to power that through the defense.
Here's Houdini. He's covered by Irving. Here's Houdini. And the bucket counts, and he's on his way to the free throw line. Try to make it a 3-point play.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
A different look now for Cleveland. Turner comes in for Thompson. And Shumpert in there for J.R. Smith. Hezonja, he's checked in for the Magic. Payne comes in for Oladipo. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. Number 1, the Magic. The Cavaliers, 4th.
Yeah, if you want to see how hard these two teams play, just take a look at the points allowed a year ago. I mean, that is impressive.
Irving kicks to Shumpert. Back to Irving. Shoots from 14. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. Orlando trailing here. Here's Houdini. He's got 10. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. And it's going to go on Iman Shumpert.
It's been a good game for for Houdini. He already has 10 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
And Cleveland making a change here. Carter's checked in, then for the Magic. Smith checked in for Vucevic, and Wesley Johnson is sub for Harris. Screen by Dallenberg. Carter outside. Ball's knocked loose. Just 5 on the clock. Irving kicks to Carter. Lets it fly. And too long on the shot. Magic have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Johnson with a screen on Irving. Here's Houdini. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Magic shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Hood's checked in. Both free throws good from Houdini. For the Orlando Magic, they come in off a good outing against Philadelphia.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
Screen by Smith. Here's Houdini. So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, the defender all over.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Cleveland.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
The other thing they've had going for them tonight is their passing. I mean, doing a nice job. Plenty of their points early on coming off assists.
Now here's Turner. 20 points for him last game against the Pacers in Indianapolis. Screen by Dallenberg. Here's Hood. From 17 feet out. Rebound by Smith. Orlando leading. 1:41 left in the first quarter. Turner comes with the double team. Houdini passes to Payne. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Here's Houdini. Dallenberg covering. Back to Johnson. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
Not much defense to speak of yet here, guys.
Nope, it's been all offense, fellas, all the time here early.
Turner dishes to Carter. Outside jumper. Shot from the top of the key. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. We'll spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Well, let's take a look at where Orlando ended up, Kevin, rank-wise in the league last year. First in field goal percentage. First in three-point field goal percentage.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. J.R. Smith and LeBron at the 2 and 3. Thompson and Verja at the 4 and 5. And it's Irving in at the point guard position. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the 76ers played some outstanding basketball. He had 11 points and was in the zone as a shooter, lighting it up from both the foul line and the field. You really can't have a better shooting performance than that. He ended the game perfect from the field.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
The Cavaliers trailing. LeBron kicks to Thompson. Outside Irving. Back to Verja. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got his third assist on the night.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue to work him over the rest of the game.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That's foul number 2 for him. For the Cleveland Cavaliers, their last game a loss to the Pacers in Indiana.
And that was a stinker. I mean, that's one of those games where you really can't find anything that they did well. The game just got out of hand and really just a shaky performance across the board.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you, and you know how optimistic and positive I am, but it's hard for me to find anything positive to take away from that. That's a game you just want to forget about as soon as you can.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Houdini. Pops loose off the pick and hammers it home.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did.
I tell you what, though, great dunk, and this is even a better game we got going on right now.
The drive by Thompson. And that one's good. Thompson's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Here's Houdini. Verjao comes with the double team. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Good on both. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Picked by Verjao. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Houdini passes to Vucevic. Here's Houdini. He's got 20. 5 on the clock. And that one is hammered home.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Parked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Orlando leading by 4. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Both free throws good from Houdini.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
I tell you what, nice job making the most of their opportunities.
Kicks it to Thompson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. Orlando's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Houdini. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam. Wow.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
Orlando moving the ball around. On its way from Oladipo for 2. Second shot opportunity, and Vucevic finishes inside. Vucevic has got his second basket of the night.
Where's the box out? Some easy second chance opportunities there.
Those kinds of mistakes drive me crazy and will absolutely derail a team's chance to win.
See some numbers for Houdini. Coming off a terrific season, he averaged about 23 points a game last year, 12 assists and just over 3 steals. They're loving how he's running the show here. His sensational passing really breathing life into their offense.
You know, the scheme just seems to run much more smoothly when he's in the game because he knows where everybody is at all times.
Turner's checked in for Anderson Verjao.
They're going to have to come up with a better matchup. This guy's just too much speed.
Here's Houdini. Oladipo outside. Here's Gordon. Good. And Harris gets the assist. And the Magic lead by 10. Here's Turner. Smith outside. The screen from Thompson. Irving kicks to Turner. Back to Irving. Just 5 to shoot. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Irving's got 10.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. It's a thing of beauty.
Pass to Oladipo. Gordon dishes to Vucevic. Good D by Thompson. The Cavaliers trail by 8. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Turner. Turner's got his 3rd assist on the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Both teams will make substitutions. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Orlando out in front, up by 4. And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Well, Nick, a competitive battle out here for you tonight. What's been the mindset for you and this team during the first half?
Just want to come out not aggressive and just play hard on defense, getting stops. They're a great team, so they're not going to quit. They're going to keep playing. And we just have to keep getting stops and keep believing that we can win this game, and good things will happen again.
Nick, thank you. We appreciate it. Gentlemen, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half in the third quarter.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. Well, our on-the-ball defense was pretty solid in the first half. We cut a lot of their possessions short by coming up with steals before they had a chance to set up. Stay tight on the ball like that. Keep denying them space. Something I have liked is our movement off the ball and all the good looks it's created for us. Keep finding those open shots on the floor. And let's talk about our pace. We need to start the third quarter with patience and poise. I want to see us work for those good looks, careful passing, and smart decision making. Everybody said this was an even matchup on paper. It's going to come down to effort. We just have to outwork them in the second half. Simple as that.
And we welcome you back to start the quarter. Players had a chance to get hydrated with Gatorade. And there's certain to be some great basketball ahead for us. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
On the court for Orlando, Harris and Gordon, the athletic forward pair. Victor Oladipo is out there with Houdini, and it's Vucevic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Launches it.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Pass to Irving. James kicks to Irving.
Handles. He broke the D down to the ground with that move.
Orlando leading. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Let's take a moment to look at the 2K leaderboard and see last year's high-scoring teams. The Cavaliers 4th.
This was one of the better scoring teams last year. They had a lot of different offensive weapons to choose from, and they knew exactly how to use them most effectively.
Pick by Verajao. And it's Smith penetrating. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Aaron Gordon. The Cavaliers have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
He's off on the second. The Magic shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Here's Houdini, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And Kevin, who says a point guard should look to pass first? I mean, not when you can finish like this fella.
Well, Clark, he wasn't going to give that opportunity up to a teammate.
Well, you know, Kevin, that's one he'll always take himself, and he should. I mean, you can't pass up that kind of opportunity or fun. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And Irving comes to help. Feeds it to Vucevic. Stolen by Thompson. And, oh, here we go. Smith's got it. The fast break chance. Some solid defense from Harris. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Here's Houdini, and he goes in for the dunk.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
And also the other on its heels. Let's see how this one turns out.
Guys, they've had a solid start to the second half offensively. Gotten good looks, and they've made 3 out of 4 of them.
Shakes him. Thompson comes with the double team. Gordon with no one around. It's good from long range. Gordon's got 5.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that D can afford to give him.
There's the dish to Thompson. J.R. Smith on the wing. From 12 feet out. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Verajao.
Oh, wow. 4 of 5 to start the half. Coming out on fire. Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Smith kicks to Verajao, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
At the line for 2.
He makes 1 of 2 that time.
4 for 5 so far. That's their first miss of the second half.
Doubled by Smith. Houdini passes to Vucevic. Can't get it to go. So Cleveland will take it the other way. Following this game, they hit the road. They'll take on the Knicks in New York. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run. And that's a punch to the jaw. This game as tight as it can be, and he pulls something off that we might not even see in the All-Star game, Kevin.
But, Clark, I don't know that he planned it out too far in advance. That was one of those things that just happened.
I think it was premeditated.
I really don't. I think that he's one of those guys that just plays off of instinct, and they don't mind him making those kinds of plays, even in a close game.
And that last replay courtesy of Kia. Inside, uses the glass to finish the layup. Vucevic has got 6.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get close. Oh, wow. I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. You had to go for it, didn't you?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one, although if he missed it, I might have.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Verajao. Turner comes in for Thompson. And it's Amon Shumpert in for Smith. And a switcher also for Orlando. Haynes checked in. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Boy, guys, I really like how they've driven the ball to the basket in this game. I mean, they've been very aggressive with it.
Yeah, and the other thing also is tonight they've been able to get to the free throw line consistently and also convert big points from the charity stripe.
And the Magic making a change here as Anya's checked in. LeBron drives in, goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And that's his style right there. That's his game. He plays it as well as anyone. And when we get to crunch time, that's when he's at his best. And that's how you answer. I'd say he just one-upped him. Pretty good one there.
These two guys really, really like going at each other, don't they?
Boy, I tell you what, we've got a little bit of a personal rivalry brewing here, fellas.
Irving, terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, and again it's Orlando with the three.
That's a layup for him. He's just too open.
Irving dishes to Turner. Fades and shoots. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from LeBron.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
I love that mid-range shot, Greg. It's definitely given the defender something extra to think about.
Some nice ball movement by the Magic. Here's Houdini, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when the team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
Harris outside. And Orlando again with the bucket. We've got 1:48 left to play in the third. And Turner kicks to LeBron. From 11 feet away. No good. Some solid defense from Harris. Magic leading by 3. Here's Houdini. He has 40. Out to Harris. A 3-ball. The rebound by Turner. The Cavaliers shooting indicative of smooth offensive play. Up at 60%. They're a machine from the floor. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. The Cavaliers have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7. First free throw is good. A different look now for Cleveland.
2 shots.
Here's Houdini. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. The forwards are LeBron and Thompson. And it's Verjao in at the 5, patrolling the paint. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. Gordon kicks to Oladipo. Here's Houdini, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And, folks, he does more than just put 2 points onto their lead. He does it with a little bit of flair.
He sure does. You're right. It's a dazzling move to the bucket for him.
I'll tell you what, he may not be the biggest man in the league, guys, but he more than makes up for that lack of size with amazing aerial skills.
To the inside. Vucevic with the bucket. Now it's a 7-point Magic lead.
Boy, this game has really started to heat up. I didn't think it could get any more high scoring than it already was.
Well, I tell you what, I don't mind it. You don't either, it sounds like. Good offense is entertaining, and that's exactly what we're getting. Major league big boy throwdown right there.
And he keeps a tight grip on that rim after the finish.
Yeah, maybe that'll give them a little bit of that swagger that they seem to have lost.
Here's Houdini. He's covered by Irving. Shot clock at 5. At the elbow, it's Gordon. Johnson, the pass to Oladipo. No good on the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Outside Irving for 3. Smith. It's hauled in by Gordon. The Magic have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Here's Houdini and powered down the jam.
You got to be kidding me. I mean, that's a point guard playing like a power forward.
And he can do a little bit of everything out there.
Yeah, he torches defenders in all kinds of ways. When he's on the floor, he's a matchup headache.
LeBron against Johnson. Outside Irving. LeBron right side. Off target with his three. The Magic leading by 7. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. There's the feed to Oladipo. Here's Houdini, covered by Irving. Here's Vucevic, good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night, 5 for 10 shooting.
Worked that one inside nicely.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something, you're right. On the wing, James. He's guarded by Johnson. Another miss by LeBron.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Wasted no time on that one. Houdini's got 46 points.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on David Blatt's huddle. He let his players know that they've got to do a better job on defense. He said they're scoring any way they want. We've got to show some pride here. Let's make a stand defensively, get us stops, and get on a run of our own. Do they have it in them, Kevin?
Thanks again, Doris.
Now that's finishing your work right there.
Powerful two-hand jam, you're right.
And I tell you what, if he's got a few more of those in him, this lead will start shrinking even further.
He kicks it to Vucevic. Down low, here's Gordon. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Gordon's got the lead up to 11 now for the Magic.
Well, I tell you what, I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders. They're not getting the job done.
That's a great point. 10 of the last 12 points they've allowed have come at the rim.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Gordon. Here's Houdini. Outside Gordon. Harris passes to Houdini. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there. Great assist that time by Kyrie Irving. Complete domination. What a game for Thompson. He has 12 points and 2 steals. What touch he's got out there. He's hardly missed anything.
And really, the only thing you can do is try to keep the ball out of his hands.
Here's Houdini. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving. That's good from Houdini.
Be about this one, all right? Let's go.
And the free throw is good from Houdini.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
100% since halftime? Come on now. I'm not sure this lead's going away anytime soon with that kind of marksmanship. Well, I tell you what, he's having one of those days where if he takes it, he makes it.
And Irving comes to help. And there's the pass to Oladipo. And the rejection by Smith. Houdini passes to Vucevic. Shot's good. Vucevic has got 6 in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
The drive by LeBron. And a wide open look for Irving. Yes, that's LeBron picking up the assist. Irving's got it back down to within single digits for Cleveland. Magic leading by 9. Here's Houdini, and it's blocked, and they're able to recover, and that one's good. 14 points for Vucevic.
You know, so many games are decided by which team wins the rebound battle, and that's held true in this one so far.
And Clark, their effort on the glass has given them the advantage, but it's also been the effort in general that's made a difference.
They're simply living and dying from behind the arc in this second half. And I don't think that's the way to go here. They're trailing. The three-point shot can be used. They've got to balance it out.
Gordon kicks to Oladipo. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Thompson comes with the double team. Gordon for 3. The shot is off, so Cleveland will take it the other way. LeBron outside for the 3. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. And now just a 5-point Magic lead.
Oh, big 3 right there. I mean, I've got to say, defensive breakdown, no doubt. They've got to have a bigger man on him.
Houdini. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Well, so far he hasn't been able to get to the line like he did in the first. The defense is playing him a little bit smarter, backing off of him a bit and defending without foul.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
And that will add to a healthy lead after that trip to the free throw line.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
.115 left in the game. Got that bucket in no time at all. 21 points for LeBron.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync. Tremendous communication and awareness.
Smith outside. Connects! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
That's a terrific sequence at both ends of the floor. They block the shot and recover it with a fast break finish.
No good from Houdini.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
To tie it up. It's in! Oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
You had a foul to give there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot.
Keep it up.
But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
.30 seconds left to play in the final quarter. LeBron outside. He dishes it to Irving. Back to LeBron. It's stolen by Harris. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
Exactly. I mean, you got to stop the clock any way possible and hope they alligator arm a few of those free throws.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
And I don't need to tell you guys, those free throws are big. 2-possession game now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
.16 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Well, close to picking that one off.
Still a nice play to make sure that pass didn't reach its target.
James dishes to Smith. On the wing, Irving. Offline with his three. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. And so he's picked up his final foul. And he will sit for the rest of this game.
He can't be happy about it, but honestly, at this point, the game's probably out of reach anyway.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That ought to do it. I think any chance for a miracle comeback just went out the window with those freebies.
From deep, James off on that one. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
You put on what was simply an incredible fourth period. How were you able to take over this game in the end?
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them, and he took a lot of them to score more than 50 points. Shaq, your thoughts?
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
He was literally unstoppable tonight, Ernie. Those defenders that were trying to guard him are going to have nightmares tonight. He put on a clinic on how to break down the defense. With that kind of performance, it's going to be hard to repeat.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.